Hello students, welcome to YepMaster. I am physics lecturer Vimal and today we will discuss how to solve circuit by using circuit symmetry. So let's start. So basically we have two types of symmetry. One is called input output symmetry and another is called folding symmetry. So let's first understand input output symmetry. So I'll take one example so that you can understand what is input output symmetry. So look at this circuit. So I have taken capacitor, we may have resistors also. So all the capacitors are of capacitance C, and you can see from this side whatever you are going to see at output side, the same thing you are going to see. So this is called input output symmetry. If I make this capacitance 2C, then from this side I can see C to C, and from other side I will see C and C. So now circuit is not having input output symmetry. If I make this one C and that one C, then this circuit will have input output symmetry. Similarly, if I make this one 2C, okay, so this one is 2C, then again circuit will have input output symmetry. From this side whatever you are going to see from this output side, the same thing we have. So using circuit symmetry I can easily reduce the circuit, and if circuit is having input output symmetry I can easily say whatever charge given to this branch, that will be written by this branch because this circuit is having input output symmetry. Similarly, whatever charge given to this branch, same will be written by this branch. Okay, so let's call it I prime and I, or Q prime and Q double prime. Similarly here Q double prime and Q prime. So if this is the situation, as you can see from input to output there exists only one junction. So if this charge has to be same as this charge, there should not be any division at the junction, right? So this charge will directly flow through this branch and there is no distribution at the junction. If there is no distribution at the junction, what I can do, I can open this junction. After opening this junction, I will get this circuit, and now you can see that there are series and parallel combination and you can easily reduce the circuit, right? So this C and C will give you C by 2 and that is connected in parallel with C. So this whole branch, this is C by 2 and this C, this will give you 3C by 2, right? So this is 3C by 2 and these two will give you C by 2. So now you can easily reduce the circuit and you can find out equivalent capacitance, right? Only thing you have to just apply series parallel combination formula. So I hope this concept is clear. Now, like input output symmetry, we have one more type of symmetry as I told you earlier, that is folding symmetry. In folding symmetry, we may have axis of symmetry or plane of symmetry about which a circuit can be considered symmetric. For example, if here I ask what is the equivalent capacitance across these two terminals. So this is in 3 dimension and I am asking what is the equivalent capacitance between these two terminals. So as you can see, I can pass a plane through this line joining input output about which circuit can be symmetric. So this way if you pass a plane, then you can see that whatever I am getting on other side of the plane, same thing I am getting on this side of the plane. If that is happening, that means whatever happening to this branch, same thing will be happening to this branch. If all are having same capacitance, whatever charge flowing here, if same charge flows here, Q is equal to CV. So Q is equal to CV if I apply, charge same, this branch and this branch charge same, capacitance same, potential difference must be same. So whatever difference I am getting here, same difference I am getting here. That means whatever be the potential here, same will be potential here, and similarly whatever be the potential here, same will be potential here. So as there is no difference in potential across this capacitor and across this capacitor, these two capacitors can be removed because charge flows due to potential difference, and we are not getting any difference here and any difference here, right. So these two capacitors can be removed and you can draw circuit this way. So this capacitor are removed and this capacitor are removed, and now you can see series parallel combination. These all three capacitors are connected in series. So this will give you C by 3, similarly this will give you C by 3, and then it is connected in parallel, it will give you 2 C by 3. So this branch and this branch together will give you 2 C by 3, and then one capacitor connected in parallel. You can simplify, you can write 2 C by 3 for these two branches, this branch C by 3, this branch C by 3, they are connected in parallel, 2 C by 3, and then there is one more capacitor connected in parallel, plus C will give you 5 C by 3. So C equivalent can be easily calculated using concept of symmetry. If circuit is 2 dimensional, then it will be axis of symmetry. Here circuit is 3 dimensional, that is why we have plane of symmetry. Similarly, let us take one more example. All the capacitors are connected on the edge of a cube, and we have got capacitor here. So there are 12 capacitors connected on the edge of a cube, and I am asking what is the equivalent capacitance across AD. So C equivalent across AD if I want, then as you can see through AD, line joining AD, you can pass a plane about which this whole circuit is symmetric. So I can see this plane about which circuit is symmetric. Whatever we have on other side, same thing we have on this side. So I can say that potential here, same logic, potential here and potential here will be same, and potential here and potential here will be same. So if they have got the same potential, then I can represent them by a single point, and after that I will get all the capacitor in series parallel combination and I can simplify the circuit, right. So just name the terminal and represent them by the single point. This is A, D, B, let us call it C, E, similarly this one F, and this one G. So what I am saying, as they have got the same potential, they can be named same. So instead of writing this way, I can give the same name and start connecting capacitor after simplifying the circuit. So here I will call this one as C and C, and I call this one E and E. So now you can simplify the circuit. You have to move from A to D, and these many points you are getting, represent them by single point. You can reduce the circuit and you have the C equivalent. So this circuit has got folding symmetry. Any circuit can have multiple symmetry, like in this case this circuit is also having input output symmetry. Whatever you see from this side, same thing you will see from this side. In input output symmetry, our focus is on current division, while in folding symmetry our focus is on voltage division. So using these two concepts you can solve this circuit. So similarly, these type of circuit, like this will be having input output symmetry as well as folding symmetry, right. Here if I ask across AB, so you can directly joined line and it will be having axis of symmetry, and using the concept that potential at some point same, you can simplify and you can get the answer. Similarly, this circuit is also having input output symmetry and folding symmetry, right. So, using the concept of input output and folding symmetry, these type of circuit you can easily solve. 3-dimensional circuit will have plane of symmetry or axis of symmetry like in this case and the previous case, while 2-dimensional circuit will have line of symmetry. So, this circuit is symmetric about this line, whatever you are getting above, same thing you are getting below. So, the potential here and the potential here will be same, and potential here and potential here will be same. Now, naming them by same junction, you can simplify the circuit, right. So, I hope you enjoyed this discussion. Thanks for watching, and for more such interesting video, download YEPMaster app.